Next movie is about how to get started with PluginInstaller. I have installed PluginInstaller, but it's not, I have no account yet, so I'll first now launch PluginInstaller. I have a little shortcut on my taskbar that I can click, and that launches PluginInstaller. Now, PluginInstaller will show you help dialogues which contain helpful information, and I do recommend that you take some time to read this and understand what it says or reread it as needed. So once you've actually grown familiar with the process, you can just say don't show this dialogue again, and then it will not show you that dialogue anymore. You can always re-invoke that dialogue by clicking the help button. There's always a little help button in most of the windows, so you can just click that and that will bring that back, that same dialogue. One thing to note is there's a lot of help. For example, if you hover over individual items, there will be a pop-up help that will actually give you some more information. So if you're not quite sure what to do, one thing to try is to hover your mouse over an element and wait a little bit, and there might be some helpful information. So I'll just close this dialog by clicking OK. Then there could be another dialog coming. See, like I can, there is either help under the help menu, that's the initial startup dialog, and you also have a dialog that you can bring up here about the window. And again, it gives you information. Now, the first thing we need before we can use plugin installers, you need an account. What is important about these accounts is that they are not stored in the cloud. They only stored on the computer where you registered them. So if you have multiple computers, you will need to create an account on one of your computers, and then there is a system that allows you to transport that account info from one computer to another. So there's here export license info, import license info. So you create your account on one computer, then you would export the license info, you get a little file, you import that file into a plugin installer on the other computer, and that will transport your account across. So, but the important thing is your account information is not stored in the cloud. That's mainly for security and privacy reasons. So to register an account, you need to click the new button. So, and as you can see, there is help that pops up when you hover your mouse above elements, and you type in your information, an email address, and then an unlock code. An unlock code is like a password. You need to enter it twice to make sure that you actually have typed the correct code. So I'll do that. If they don't match, it would actually tell you. See, like if I have unmatching unlock code, it says unlock codes do not match. The bottom of most windows will give you helpful information as you progress. So now I've entered the exact same unlock code in both zones, and then I click OK. Now the important thing here is that this checkbox, in most cases, if you're on a private personal computer, your computer that is not in an internet cafe or something, you would want to save your unlock code. The other thing that's very important is that that unlock code that we chose here, you need to write it down or store it in a password manager or something so it doesn't get lost, because those codes are not retrievable. If you lose it, it can't be retrieved, and then you can't access any licenses you might have attached to that account. So the unlock code is very important, cannot be changed in the future, cannot be retrieved. Now, this account now is currently registered. It's on this computer, so, and it will actually say like this account is currently unlocked, but has not been registered. So registering means we make the remote server, the licensing server, aware of this account. So until you do that, you cannot use this account for anything. So once you're ready and you're happy with like your email address is correct, your name is correct, if there's any mistakes, you just delete and then try again. But if you're sure that the account is as you want it, you click the register button, and that will essentially send an email to your email address. So I won't bring it up right now. So, but normally there's a registration link in that email, you click it, and that will register the account and make it a full-fledged usable account that you can start using. Or maybe I should, yes, I'll just use Thunderbird and see if I can actually retrieve that email. There it is, please confirm. And then here, this is the registration link, so I just click this registration. So currently the confirmation dialog on the web is pretty barren. There's not much information, but that's all it says. Registration is complete. Some spam. Okay, now I can essentially close this. And you see it becomes a smiley face. So this smiley face means this account is now unlocked and ready to be used. So if you have not chosen to save your unlock code, this is unchecked, and you relaunch PluginInstaller, this will not be a smiley face. So before you can do anything with PluginInstaller, if your code is not saved, you will need to come to the accounts window. You find there's a Windows menu here. You can go to the accounts window, and in the accounts window, you need to select the account and then make sure either type in the unlock code and then eventually might save the unlock code. So that's all there is to registering an account. If you have multiple computers, only register one account on one computer and then use the file export and file import here to transfer that same account information to any other computers. You could that way then license a certain software, and you can use that same license on multiple computers. You can actually transfer it. It's very similar to how the Adobe Creative Cloud licensing system works. Okay, that's it.